Hello all, this is Suyash Goyal signing in. I hope that you all are doing very well. You can follow me on Unacademy learning app where you can find my other courses as well. This lesson is actually the introductory session for the course on some Latin words which you must know whenever you are actually having a conversation in English. So in this lecture I'll be talking about the need of the Latin words like ad hoc, like alumni in the English language, sentences, and we'll get to know a lot of Latin words, a lot of new Latin words which are actually used in English. So please do not forget to rate, review and share this. And this is my profile, and here's the link where you can just follow me for my other courses also. You can find this link in the description of this video also. Also, please do not forget to shoot all your questions, any doubt, any query which you are having in your mind, just shoot that in the comment box below and all your questions will be answered for sure. So once again, I welcome you all in this new course of Latin words which you must know. So we'll be talking about some very interesting Latin words. We'll be talking about how to just pronounce those words, how to just, know the meaning of those words, how to use those words in English language, English sentences. So this course is very interesting because this is something which is a different segment, okay, from English, because we'll be talking about those words which are actually used in English language, but they are not English words. They are Latin words like ad hoc, alumni, bona fide. So these are the words which are actually very influential these days as far as English sentences are concerned. We use these words very frequently in our English conversations, okay. So there's an urgent need to understand all those words, and this is an introductory session for the same. And here's a brief introduction about that. This should be noted that over 60% of all English words have Greek or Latin roots. Now, the English words which we speak these days, all the English words which we use in our life, almost 60%, over 60% of those English words have actually been derived from Greek or the Latin roots, okay. And if I talk about the vocabulary of science and technology, like if I just talk about the vocabulary, the English words which are actually from or which are actually for science and technology, then the figure will rise to over 90%. That means over 90% of the English words which are from science and technology have actually been derived from what? From the Greek and the Latin roots, okay. So that is a different segment. We will not be talking about the words which are derived from the Greek or Latin words, but we'll be talking about the Latin words which are used as it is, like ad hoc. Ad hoc is actually used as it is in English conversations. So we'll be talking about the words which are used as it is in English conversations, okay. So we have around 10% of the Latin vocabulary which has found its way directly into English. Now, without any modification, 10% of the Latin words are used directly into the English language, okay, into the English conversations. Now here we have some words. These are very few words, and we'll be talking about n number of words in this lecture, in this course, so please don't worry about that. But just for instance, I have some of the words written here like ad hoc. I will not discuss the meaning right now. That we'll be talking about in the next coming lectures. Then we have alias, okay. Then we have alumni. Then we have bona fide. Then we have exempli gratia. Now if you just remember, we always use this e.g whenever we are going through any book, like we call it example, for example, and there it is written e.g. Okay, that means exempli gratia, okay. Then we have etc. Now some people pronounce it etc. It's not etc, it's etc, okay, etc, okay. Then we have that is, which we call that is, i.e. okay. Then we have locus standi, and like this we have several words. We have several Latin words which are actually used directly into English language, and we'll be talking about all those words in this course. The course is going to be very interesting, okay. So here we have some sentences, for instance, in which we are actually using Latin words. Like you can see, we deal with problems on an ad hoc basis, okay, on an ad hoc basis. Now I'll not be telling you the meaning of this. We'll be talking about it in the next lectures. Then we have on this question, I differ from you in toto. So in this, in toto is actually a Latin word. Then we have the paper discuss inter alia political, economic and social issues. Now here we have Latin word. Then I shall act ditto. Now ditto is also a Latin word. So we will be talking about all these words and many more words in this course. Then here we have some instance of the derivatives, English derivatives which have been derived from the Latin. Like the first one is villa. and definition is villa or house, meaning is villa or house, and English derivative is villa, village or villager. That means all these three words actually have been derived from this word villa. Okay, similarly we have alta. This is a Latin word which means tall, high and deep, and for that we have the English derivatives altitude and altimeter. Okay, so these words have been derived from alta, this Latin word. Then we have antiqua, and which actually means antique or old, and the words which have been derived from this word are antique and ancient. Okay, so this is how we have all these Latin words which actually means this, and these are the words which have been derived from these words. So this root words, these derivatives, we will be talking about in some other course, but right now, as I told you, our focus is the Latin words which are as it is used in English language, like ad hoc, okay, like alumni, like in toto. So we will be talking about those words in this lecture. I've just put this slide to just give you a reference. Okay, so and this is the structure of this course. In this course we'll be going through around 60 Latin words, you know, the 60 most popular Latin words which are actually used very extensively, very widely in English language, in English conversations, in English sentences nowadays. So we'll be talking about all those words, and we'll talk about their meaning. Now the very first thing is meaning. We'll be talking about their meaning. Then we'll be talking about their part of speech, like they are noun, they are adjective, they are adverb, because it is also necessary, because we are talking about the words which are not English words, which are actually Latin words. Okay, so there is a need to know about their part of speech also. Then we will be talking about their pronunciation, like how to pronounce those words, because that's not very easy to do, because we generally pronounce these words a bit wrong. So there's an urgent need to pronounce those words in a right way. For that we'll be talking about their pronunciation also. And then the most important, we'll be talking about how to use those words in the English sentences, how to use those Latin words in the English sentences. So we'll be talking about all these things from the next lecture. So thank you very much. This is the introductory session or the lecture for this course, and thank you very much. This is Suyash Koyal signing off.